Christmas! Because this is coming out on Christmas Day. So thank you for celebrating a little bit of your Christmas with me. I'm very honored. If you're watching this the day it came out. Anyway, last year, during this video, I decided to show off a mug that I had because I went to a Broadway show, and I certainly did not go to another Broadway show this year at all. Oh wait, I did. Sorry. How to do that. How to do it. Anyway, so if you're new around here, never seen one of these videos before, hi, my name is Britt. I am a contemporary romance author. I am an actor, director, producer, dog mom, cat mom, lizard mom, all around geek. And every single year I answer questions I asked myself the previous year, and then I ask myself questions for next year. So let's go ahead and get started. Question number one, how is Apollo? He's good. He is probably real cranky because he wants to probably come inside, but he is still outside. I put him outside right before I started filming, and I wasn't sure how long he wanted to be outside for, so I decided to film and then go get him. So he's fine, he's good. He'll be 5 this year. He is the sweetest damn dog in the world. And I don't know, he's I cannot tell you how much I love my dog, because I do. I love my dog so much. How is Nova? She's good, she's right here. She's gonna be 7 this year? What? How'd that happen? Time flies, for real. But yeah, she's doing good. She is quite the mouser. She has killed so many mice this year, which is great because we are infested. I love that for us. How's Irwin? Irwin's good. He's cranky. He has quite the personality. He's amazing. He loves roaches. He gets really aggressive when I want to give him roaches because he's like, hand feed me. Because I don't like touching roaches. I don't mind, like, I'm not afraid of them or anything. They just gross me out a little bit. I don't like touching them. So whenever they have little netting that they come like in the little thing, I'll just put the netting in there and he'll just eat them off the netting. Well, he got super used to that. But now where I get them from Petco, they don't have the netting anymore. They put them on cardboard, like egg carton. So I don't do that anymore. And he's real cranky about that. So anyway, yeah, he's good. He's thriving. How are the Leos? This goes with question number 5, which is, did we lose anyone this year? So yeah, the Leos are good. I moved Langley and Surrey up into my work office where Irwin is, oh God, 5 months ago or so, I suppose. That was just the best choice for them. Originally, that was the plan, to move those 2 up there, and then Van and Haro would be on this level, originally gonna be in the creative room, until my dad decided that he wanted to not take the bookcase that's in there. But then now I'm thrilled about it because now I have created quite an impressive background, and I cannot wait to share that with you guys. I haven't yet as upon filming this. Maybe I have before this goes up, I don't know. Then I was gonna put them in this corner where the Christmas tree currently is. You can't see the Christmas tree, but it's right there in this corner. That was where they were originally gonna go. And then as per number 5, did we lose anyone this year? Van passed away in October, and I was devastated, absolutely devastated. Cut to last year's video where I was like, Van's death is gonna be as hard as Cosmos. And it was not quite as hard because I was not like bedridden for 4 months, but because I would still be bedridden at this point. I was absolutely devastated. And so I cried for days after he died. And then when I kept his tank up for a long time, and I'll explain why I ended up tearing it down. Well, I mean, aside from the fact that nobody lived in it anymore, there was another specific reason that I kind of was forced to at that point to take it down, because it's another question later in here. Coming up, literally the next one. And after I tore it down, I just sat on my bed and I cried. And there was a lot of guilt with Van because when I moved into the creative room, I took the thing that he had been sitting on and I put him on the desk that my computer used to be on. His favorite thing, pretty much his whole life, was watching me sleep. I felt terrible that his last month of life, basically, he wasn't next to my bed like he should have been. And I had a lot of guilt for that. I don't anymore, I'm fine. But I just felt terrible I took that away from him, you know? Did we finally move upstairs? Yes, we did. We finally moved up here. So yeah, this has been a trip to move up here. We're still in the process of really doing like the switch. Like this painting behind me is actually my parents' painting. You know, so I still want to paint everything, but like their artwork is still up all around the house except for the creative room. So yeah, there's still some stuff that needs to be done. But we're gonna wait till after Christmas to really focus on that. But yeah, so I had already been slowly moving up here. We moved, I bought this new living room set quite a few months ago. And then, so when my parents moved their furniture up to their house, we put this furniture in here at that point. I was still living downstairs and living on my very broken couch. And then we moved also my rug from my living room downstairs up here. I don't remember why There was a reason we needed to get rid of the other rug, but anyway, doesn't matter. And then I did move into the creative room a few months ago as well. Matter of fact, the day that I moved my boxes into the creative room was the day I found out that Van died. And by found out, I mean like he was alive the day before, and then he had died at some point between the last time I had seen him the day before and when I checked on him the next day. So I was not with him when he died, like I was like with Cosmo or Corvette, you know, that kind of thing. He died on his own. So that was a fun distraction from Van's death, was moving my boxes, my tower of boxes, into the creative room. We did. I've been living here now for like a week and a half upon filming this, but by the time you would have seen it, it would have been a couple weeks. Did you accomplish one adventure vlog a month? No. So originally that was one of my attempts to, one, get a little more consistent on YouTube, but also build up to weekly videos on YouTube. So I wanted to do one adventure vlog a month. I may or may not have a new channel that I might be launching. That's all travel vlogs. There's nothing on it yet, but like if I do have that happening, it'll be linked below if you want to follow that as well. Go for it. I did go on some adventures though. We did go to Madison. We went to Colorado. Went on a couple of adventures. It was good times. You know, went to a couple conventions. Any more book releases? I specifically called out Man from the Stars, the Halloween and Christmas rom-com ideas that I have, and Price Check on Love. I did release Price Check on Love. It came out exactly a week ago, so go buy it. Go get it off of Kindle Unlimited, whatever you want to do, just read it and review it, please. As far as Man from the Stars, I haven't touched that first draft since I finished it early this year. And then the Halloween and Christmas rom-coms, I didn't even start those because I ended up with a 7-part romance series instead that I've been working on. So there you go. That kind of took up the majority of my year. Whenever I wasn't working on Price Check on Love, I was working on that. So still working on it though, because I'm only getting the first drafts done right now. So how's work? Did I leave the department I'm currently in? No. Work is fine. I definitely still want to get out of the current department I'm in. I was literally just talking about that with my coworker today, being like, you know, I really want to do this and this. And yeah, I'm going to actively apply this year to get out. I'm just done with customer service, you know? I've been doing customer service my entire adult life. And now that I'm a supervisor, I mean, I've been a supervisor for a long time. I've been a supervisor longer than I was ever not a supervisor at this job. But I get like the worst of the worst when it comes to customer service. I just don't want to do it anymore. I'm so done with the general public. How's your personal life going? Dating anyone in particular? I was dating someone. Did not end well. I mean, and fine, we're still friends. But like, in the sense of he was not the one. So no, I was dating somebody for a short time, kind of off and on. Now it's over for good. So, which I'm very at ease with. Like I've accepted that. I definitely felt more than he ever did. So it's fine. Hey, if you're watching this, we're just friends. So we're in a good place. Did I do anything fun with friends? I mean, not as much as I would like to have. Have I even seen any of my friends this year? I know I've seen one. She was over last weekend to help me build my dresser. So no, I have not done a lot of really great things with friends, but I am going to change that hopefully next year. How's your mental health? You know, knock on wood, my mental health has actually been quite well after Van's departure from Earth. Why did I say it that way? After Van died, I obviously hit a depression. That really sucked. But I ended up pulling myself out of that. I don't know, I've been in a really good place since then. So how are your athletic goals coming? Specifically running, biking, did I do a 5K, 10K? What's going on with martial arts? So running, I do run on my elliptical 5 days a week. Right before work, I get on my elliptical and I'm at like, just like, I think my last time I clocked like my speed, I was at like a 10:45, getting pretty fast on it. I did eventually get a walking pad that is in the creative room. And so I walk on that on a daily basis. I do need to walk on a little bit more to finish up my goals today, but I am also starting a running program on it. I can't go that fast. It does limit at 4 miles per hour, which is not very fast. It's a jog, but I am starting a running program on there just to kind of build the stamina and muscles that you need for actual like outdoor running. So I am starting a running program on that. So that'll be fun. I want to probably do a 5K by the end of 2026. So, I mean, I'll be done with this program in like 10 weeks. So I could theoretically run one in 10 weeks. So I did not run a 5K or a 10K. or to a triathlon. If you watched my video last year, you'll know that it's a weird, not a weird, great dream, but like an athletic dream that I've always had, is to do a triathlon. Martial arts, I don't do a ton right now. I realized that not too long ago that I really, for the last few months, have really been taking a back seat with that, but that's gonna change because I do have a Sentry body opponent bag. If you don't know what a body opponent bag is, it looks like a human. So we call him Bob, because body opponent bag, Bob. I do have a Bob, and I've not set him up because when I first got him, yes, I do call him, okay? When I first got him, Apollo thought it was a weird alien human thing, and he did not like it. So he started barking at it. So I felt guilty, so I put it in the storage room. But Apollo is a bit older now, and he's seen it a few times, so I'm thinking he's fine now, so I will set it up now that we're up here. I will set it up, and I'm gonna start boxing that 3 times a week. So eventually kickboxing, but for right now, I'll just stick to weighted boxing. But did I get another dog? No. I just moved up here. I already said last year that and the year before, it was contingent on me moving up here. Plus I did not, so okay. Here's the thing. Originally, the plan was for me to just take over the house and the majority of the payment and basically rent this house from my parents. Then this year, that turned into me buying the house. So I bought this. I own it. Well, the bank owns it. I make payments to own it fully. And I will in 30 years, 29 and a half, because I bought it back in June. So I'm a homeowner. I do not have a great interest rate. Thank you, current administration, for causing a financial crisis. So I will hopefully refinance one day when we have a president that's not crazy. The cost of this house right now is stupid. Granted, my parents do pay me rent, so it's not that big, you know, it's better than it could be. But that being said, I own this house by myself. I am the only person on the mortgage. I am the only person on the deed of this house. So it costs me a lot of money. I don't know when I'll be able to get another dog, because dogs are expensive if you don't know. For now, Apollo just gets to go to dog parks, gets to go to daycare, gets to see my sister's dogs. So he does get socialization, and he's very thrilled with that. The only problem is Nova becomes his plaything every once in a while, and she doesn't like that. So Cichlid Tank, question mark. No, I don't have my Cichlid Tank set up yet, but I am going to set it up after Christmas is over and we finally move my parents' table down into their unit. That's because that's where the fish tank is gonna go. So yeah, I am gonna set up the Cichlid Tank. I just haven't done it yet. Posting on YouTube, question mark. Hey, I'm posting right now. Actually, what's weird is I posted a lot more this month. Like I posted once a week this month. That's wild. Didn't intend for that to be a thing that I did, but I did. But no, I did not get super consistent with YouTube. I did get consistent with shorts. If you haven't noticed, I have been uploading a new short every single day since September 10th. I don't know how long I'm gonna continue posting every single day because it is a lot. But that being said, it's been fun to do that. So yeah, I've been doing that. That has gotten consistent. Number 17, did you see any Broadway shows? No. I saw 2 this year. Wicked. My mom and I went out to Madison, Wisconsin to see Wicked, which was so much fun. I had never actually seen it like live. I've seen the slime tutorials on YouTube. I've been watching those, well, before they were called slime tutorials. Matter of fact, the first time I ever saw Wicked was back when YouTube, you could only do 15 minutes at a time. So we watched Wicked, poorly recorded by a video camera at the Gershwin Theater with the original cast in 15-minute increments. So that eventually got deleted and that account probably got banned, I'm sure. And then actually not too long ago on Black Friday, the family, except for my dad, went to go see Phantom of the Opera at the Orpheum in Minneapolis. So that was really fun. I didn't get a mug. Did they even have a mug? No, I think the only thing I got was the vinyl. I never did do like a haul of this, of like what I got from the Wicked show. So matter of fact, I should have filmed it while I was unpacking the bag because I haven't looked at it since I got home. So I was like, did I get a mug? I wonder if I got a mug. Let me see if I got a mug. I got a mug. And it also specifically called out the Chanhassen Dinner Theater to go see Grease. I did not go see Grease at the Chanhassen Dinner Theater. I kind of forgot about it actually. How's redoing the upstairs? Fine. We've only done the creative room at this point. Hence the green wall and bear picture behind me. We've not done the rest of the rooms yet, but we're getting there. Any new conventions? I only went to Console Room and the Twin Cities Con this year. That's it. But it was really fun. I got to see a friend that I haven't seen in a very long time. at Twin Cities Con. He was a guest that I've worked with in the past. And so his very first question was, what are you doing here? Like, what are you up to? And I'm like, just attending. And he's like, oh, I'm sure he was not about to ask me to go get him something. I would have even if he had asked me, because he's a friend. So anyway, no, I've been really enjoying conventions again. But hopefully when I can afford life again, it would be nice to be able to, you know, travel to a convention again. Did you table at any of these conventions? No, not this year, but I am working on that. So this year I will, for sure. I'm going to table at some conventions this year. That's happening. How was the trip to Colorado? Incredible. Do you even understand how much I love mountains? No, it was life-changing. I am seriously considering eventually actually selling this house and maybe moving to Colorado, maybe in the next few years. I don't know. When I'm not tethered to my current like physical office, maybe, because I am still technically tethered to that office at this point. So any voice lessons? No, but I do want to take them. But again, I have to be able to afford life. Any new creative endeavors? No, I've been just so focused on trying to get writing to a really good place that that's my only focus that I've had, really. Anything outstanding? Not really, actually. That's it. Those are all of the questions that I asked myself last year. And like I said, I'm in a really good place. So let's go. So this year I'm gonna change it up a little bit. Not really, because I'm still asking myself questions, but I'm gonna ask myself questions in more of a very specific like life and books and just creativity in general. So let's start with life first. So of course, how are the animals? Apollo, Nova, Leos, Irwin, how are all of them? Are they doing well? I really hope they are, because Langley is only a year behind Van, so yeah. So how are the animals? Did you set up your Cichlid tank, and how is that going? How's the house? Do you still live in it? Because, you know, it's hard to afford life. So hopefully we didn't foreclose on it. That would suck. Oh my God. Did you get all of the painting jobs done and get all of your art up? Like, does it feel like home to you now? Does it feel like home to you yet? Because it should. Hopefully it does. How is your mental health at this point next year? I'd really like to know how your mental health is going next year. Now we're gonna insert one of my goals specifically and ask about my goals. So athletic goal number 1, did you run a 5K this year? And which one did you run? And how did that go? Athletic goal number 2, have you stuck to like your, you know, closing your hearts in your Samsung Health app every single day? Like, have you been really focused on that? I still have some more to go today, but you know, how's that been going? Aside from that, just in general, have you been working out the way you want to, you know, like, so running on your elliptical 5 days a week in the morning, running after work, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, boxing your bob on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and then weight training on Saturday mornings. Like, how is that all going? Did you change any of that? Did you make any alterations to that plan? Did you do less? Did you do more? Moving on to travel, because I've got some plans for travel. 1, did you actually start your new YouTube channel? Link below. So I want to start a new YouTube channel called Adventure at Any Size, because I am in fact a plus size person who enjoys hiking and enjoys travel. So, and I think that it would be really beneficial to show how plus size people not only are active or can be active, but give tips on how to travel as a plus size person, because it's not always easy. The world is not built for plus size people, even though we make up the majority of the population these days. How is that going? Did you start that channel? Is it at least somewhat consistent with stuff? Because obviously it doesn't have to be like big trips. It can be small, you know, trips as well. Just around the Twin Cities or around Minnesota. Specifically, travel-wise, did you go to Voyageur National Park? Did you climb Eagle Mountain? Did you go to Lake Itasca? Because those are the 3 big things that you want to do in Minnesota, specifically. Also Frontenac, but I mean, that's so simple. It's only like an hour and a half away. So, I mean, I'm sure you went to Frontenac, or maybe you're like, nah, I'll hold off on that too. Did you see Wicked again? I know that probably isn't under travel, because the next time you're going to see Wicked, it's going to be in Minneapolis. But because the reason I went to Madison was because it was not on the schedule for 2025 at the Orpheum. or anywhere in the Twin Cities. And so I was like, I guess the closest is Madison, so let's go. And then had I just waited just a tiny bit longer for them to release 2026 schedule at the Orpheum, I would have had to have gone all the way to Madison, but it was still a fun trip. It was a good trip. I still enjoyed it. Did you see any fun Broadway shows? I guess in general, but specifically did you see Wicked again? Because you love Wicked. It's your second favorite Broadway show. Moving on to creative things. So let's start with books. How is Price, Chuck and Love a year later after it's been released? How is that going? Did you release a new book this year? Any of them happen to be the Unwritten Rules series, or are you still working on that one? Let me know. Probably not. My goal is actually to hopefully release Between the Vines and, fingers crossed, 2 books next year. Under the Northern Sky, which is part of the reason I want to go to Voyagers National Park, because it's set at Voyagers National Park. So there you go. So did you release any books like that? Creative goal number 2, aside from releasing 2 books next year. Did you post every week on YouTube? Yeah, I'm starting that in 2026. Hopefully. I don't get burned out like I did last time, but I think I've got a good schedule that will make this work. We're back to weekly videos, officially starting in December, I guess, by accident. But yeah, we're back to weekly videos, so let's see how that goes. But I'm not gonna be stringent on it. I'm not gonna like hold too much like moral value like I used to, which I think is why it caused the burnout that it did. I'm going to say, if I don't post, I don't post, and that's okay. Did you start your other YouTube channel? So Paralyze is coming out in May, and did you start that channel, well, revive your old Sims channel and after having rebranded it and privated all your Sims videos, because we don't like the Saudi Arabian government and AI, so did you do that? And how's that going? Let me know. Honestly, I might just keep it kind of light this time, because that's all I really have thought about, like goal-wise, and I kind of just was able to fit it all in. So there you go. So let me know in the comments below how your year has been going, and if you've accomplished all of your goals this year in 2025, and what are your goals or resolutions for 2026? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you all next week for my first official weekly video. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm gonna update you guys on all the books I read in 2025, because it was a lot. So here's 2026. I hope it's the best year yet. I turned 40. See y'all next time. Bye.